All right, welcome back to the channel. Ohhunt RD U1 red dot sight. All right, Ohhunt RD U1 red dot sight. Let's check it out. All right, let's check this thing out. Get it out of the bag. That's what we all care about, right? All right. So here is the RD U1. So this is a RMSc footprint optic. It does come with a pick rail if you wanted to run it on a rifle or whatever accessory you have that runs a pick rail. Or whatever weapon you have that runs a pick rail. I'm going to be taking that off and using it with that RMSc footprint. Anyway, so what are the specs on this thing? I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and use our cheat sheet right here. All right, so we got a 3 MOA dot, 21 by 15 millimeter window size, multi-coated lens, unlimited eye relief, 1 MOA adjustment value per click. It's got 100 MOA wind and elevation travel range to be able to make those adjustments. It does use a 2032 battery. Battery life is 50,000 hours, 8 daylight and 2 night vision settings, which is going to be plenty, I feel. This has a 6061 aluminum housing. It is anodized matte black, and this thing weighs 16.5 grams, IP67 waterproof, and 1000 G shockproof rating. Cool. That was a mouthful. All right, so pretty attractive little dot. What I always say when companies send me stuff and they have their logos on it, make this stuff smaller. The end user, I get it, they want to rep their brand and stuff like that, but as the consumer who ends up with the product, we don't want to have big, huge lettering all over our stuff. I mean, if you want to put a small little logo on it or something, sure. But having big brand names on the side of our equipment, just not ideal, right? Okay, so we have our brightness adjustments here, left and right. So we have brightness up, brightness down, windage, elevation, pretty standard stuff. Comes with all the tools you need to make your adjustments and mounting and everything. It does come with an extra battery. One thing that I noticed that it does not come with, it does not come with any mounting screws other than what's right here, mounting the optic to the to the pick rail, the base plate right here. So other than what mounts the optic itself to this pick rail attachment. So you're not going to have a lot of screw choices. So hopefully you got stuff laying around or these fit your particular slide. So I'll have to see if these fit my Ruger Max 9 slide. If not, then I luckily have plenty of screws laying around. But if you're not so fortunate, that's going to be an additional cost for you. So I would really like to see, that's pretty standard with most companies that now they give you a few different screw mounting options. So that would be something that I would be looking forward to in the future. So let's go ahead and get this thing mounted up, see how it looks, and then we'll shoot the thing and go from there. All right, so we got the RD U1 mounted up. The weapon is empty, no mag inserted. We are clear. All right, so the screws that came with it, absolute basura, garbage. The heads on these things, the metal is so weak, they stripped out pretty much immediately after getting them off of the mount here. They were already kind of weakening, and then once I tightened them up onto the optic, as I was going to tighten them down, it pretty much just stripped straight out. Luckily, I was able to use a little bit bigger size and back the screws right back out, and then I sourced some of my own, which are better, and now it's mounted nice and tight, no issues. So now that we got that mild inconvenience out of the way, we can go ahead and look at the dot here. So there is the dot there. Not really sure how it's going to pick up on camera, but in real life, it's pretty clear, pretty crisp, not too much star bursting. I'm going to go ahead and lower this brightness down, see if it cleans up for camera a little bit. Nice audible. I don't know if you can hear. I'm going to move it closer to the mic real quick. So very tactile clicks. All right, I think I'm maxed down on the brightness. Okay, so go back up. There we go. So it looks a little bit clearer when you have the brightness down, but it is a nice little dot. See how bright it gets. It's pretty bright in here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this thing out to the range. Make sure that in the desert sun, that's the real test to see if this red dot washes out. Many of dots have gone to the desert and failed me because I just simply can't see them if their emitters are weak. So this one looks to be pretty bright, so we'll see how it does out in the desert, and then see how she performs, hold zero, all that good stuff. So let's go. All right, guys, so I got the Ohhunt dialed in good enough for the video. So I have a hand-sized piece of steel that is about 15 yards in front of me right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just confirm the zero for you guys so you can hear that it is ringing steel. And then I'll go ahead and bang it up a little bit, make sure that it keeps that zero, it keeps hitting that steel, and let me know what you guys think after that. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Make sure I don't miss. All right, so there's 3 shots there. And now we're gonna beat it up a little bit. All right, so all I'm gonna do is just hit it with this PMag a little bit, left, right, on top. I mean, that's gonna be harder than anything you do just dropping it real quick, unless you happen to drop it on a rock or something like crazy concrete or whatever. All right, so let's make sure I can still hit steel. Bear in mind, this is a small piece of steel, and I did a very quick zero. So let's go. All right, still on, does what it needs to do. That is the Ohhunt RD U1 RMSc footprint optic. So your micro compacts, anything that you have that has an RMSc footprint, this will work for. Again, it also comes with that rail adapter, so you can run it on any of your weapon systems that have a pick rail. Really just up to you guys, so make sure you check it out. Under $100, super easy. Disclaimer for YouTube, I am not encouraging anyone to go out and modify anything. If you so choose to get the parts that I've outlined, cool. If you don't, also cool. YouTube, stop being weird. All right, guys, have a good one.